So Faye, lovely to have you back in Manchester. How excited are you at being back on home turf and also around Christmas?
I know! That's different, I think, for the Manchester Palace Theatre. And, there's always a panto around that time, so there's probably a bit of a stigma against us coming around that time of year. But, oh my God, the show is going to do so well. I know it. And I'm so glad that I'm there at Christmas time with my family. And I'm back at the Palace Theatre where I used to work when I was a kid. So, yeah, it's going to be dead exciting.
Oh, I think it's going to be a great show to have in Manchester. And for you, I suppose it's every little girl's dream. You get to play a princess, don't you?
I know. And what's so lovely about this character, even though, I get to be all dolled up and wear all the makeup and gorgeous dress, be this beautiful kind of fairy tale princess, I get to be an absolute, tomboy at the same time, and I get to have fun with Donkey and with Shrek, and we make burping noises, and that's the fun side to Fiona. So when all these little girls are coming and they're watching this beautiful princess on stage, they're also realising, which is kind of the moral of the story, that don't judge a book by its cover, and you don't have to be this perfect, pristine. Everybody's human, everybody's gets to be a bit ugly, rough around the edges. I kind of like that about this, because every actor that you probably meet has their own insecurities. That's a given. And what's so lovely about this story is it's giving you the permission to be who you are.
Oh, so I suppose if I was to ask you, ogre or princess, which one would you choose?
Oh, come on, I'm going to be a princess. Come on. I'm the biggest girl. I have 2 older sisters and a very feminine woman that's my mum. And I've been surrounded by girls my entire life. My boyfriend has 3 sisters and this amazing mother as well. So I've always got this kind of sisterhood and, all that Spice Girls. I was growing up with all of that. I'm absolutely a girl's girl. So I'll pick the princess any day.
Good. Now, the part itself, as you said, you get to be a princess, you get to do the tomboy thing. What's the most challenging thing, really, though, about playing Princess Fiona?
She's very complex. People will forget that. She's been locked in a tower her entire life. And so to know that she's been kind of suppressed this social life that everybody grows up in, whether you're a people person or not, she's been alone, she's been completely by herself, living life through her books, looking at every fairy tale that she's reading about her happily ever after, and she's wishing for this day, and it finally comes, and I suppose it's a bit of a shock because it's not what she imagined. And so then there's this constant battle with herself and the story that's happening, that Shrek isn't the prince that she thought she was going to find. This donkey is not the noble steed that she thought she was going to be riding away into the sunset. And so she's battling herself on the story, but as well with her own insecurities, that she has this curse that she has to keep secret, and she turns into this ogre at night time whenever that sun goes down. That's her panic, she doesn't want people to see her, so that's when she's been on her own in this tower, hidden away from the whole world and turned into this green monster, and that's the one thing she can't let people see. And that's what is so beautiful about the story in the end, is that she meets Shrek and she can finally not be afraid of that sunset anymore, and that's what's so nice about it.
And it was kind of a film that kids and adults took to the heart.
Of course.
Are we going to see it very much like the film on stage? What can people expect?
I think what's nice about what we did in rehearsals is that we stripped it away of its people were very familiar with the film. People knew, the likes of Mike Myers and Cameron Diaz playing these, blockbuster. It was quite groundbreaking for animation as well, for DreamWorks to do the story of Shrek, and then for us to take it away and turn it into a musical. We wanted to go back to its roots, and every fairy tale creature that you'll meet, we layered the story. We went back to the, what really happened to Lord Farquaad when he was a child. There's lots of layers that people don't really know about. So when you are going to come and see the show, as much as you all know the story of Shrek, there's so many other dynamics that are going to put a spin on it and are going to give you a whole new, fresh look on what Shrek the musical is all about. So it's not just the film. We're kind of bringing the story to life as if it's never been told before.
And I know I'm not giving anything away when I do say that there is a transformation that you go under. That must be tricky tricky, right, when you're behind the scenes trying to get that quick change?
I didn't know about this change, and I was very excited about the job and taking on Princess Fiona, and very, very privileged to be playing the role. I just didn't know about this transformation, and it's very quick. That's all I'm going to say. But every day I make a transformation, and every day I have to get out of that transformation. So yeah, tune into that one.
And you are following, you know, some big names out there who've played this role before. You know, you've had Amanda Holden, Kimberly Walsh. You know, how does that feel? Did you ever go and see them perform, or have you just?
I never got to see Shrek in the West End because I was on tour with Legally Blonde, and I knew about the show, and I knew about how well it had done. You know, obviously it come from Broadway, and I'm all about, you know, like how they've got these Tonys for just how amazing this spectacle of a musical it is. So obviously I knew I had big boots to fill, but I also, when I took on the role of Princess Fiona, I wasn't going to play it as Amanda Holden would have played it. I wasn't going to play it like Kimberly Welsh. I was going to put my own stamp on it, and I'm probably the youngest person to have ever played it. I am not the most northern to have played the role, but to come back to Manchester and to fill those shoes and do it on a tour as well. We're not in the West End. We're not surrounded by the same group of people that, you know, are going to change us or are going to, you know, bring the set on, or even just the sound department. You know, there's new people that are learning this show wherever we go. So to come to Manchester and have someone that's going to meet Princess Fiona and change her into whatever, you know, transformation I do go through, that's exciting as well. So I suppose I had another challenge compared to the other women that have ever played this role, and that's what's fun too. I also wear hot pants in the show, which I think I'm the first ever person to have worn hot pants. Everybody else wore a skirt. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Good, we like that.
Another test to my role.
And you've been really busy as well, not just on stage. You're on screen at the moment as well.
That's a bit weird.
I know, it's like dual personality.
I know. What was interesting is I was filming for Arzu, BBC, Wednesday, 9 o'clock, as well as doing rehearsals for Shrek. So my mind was a bit, who am I today?
Absolutely.
It was really good fun though. We've finished filming now, and it's on the telly, BBC One every Wednesday. And that's weird. I finished the show last night in Nottingham, and I went back to my digs, and I turned the telly on just to find a channel, and my face was on the telly. That was a bit weird. Took me back for a second because I forget. But it's my job as well, so. And
what do you prefer? Do you prefer kind of the live reaction that you get on stage?
I know,
or
that's something you'll never get with TV. You never get the reaction from an audience that is so exciting when you're doing live theatre. My heart is in theatre. Know that. But when it comes to TV and film, I am, oh my God, I'm in my element. I absolutely love it. I love just the challenge. I love how nervous I get. I love that adrenaline rush and the people that I meet. You know, I've got Ralph Little next to me. I've got Celia Imrie and Anne Reid walking around on set. I am overwhelmed, but absolutely in my element at the same time, because I know this is where I'm meant to be and what my future is about. We just have to see what doors open really after I finish this tour.